So, you want to become the man that women chase. The first thing you need to do is become the man you admire. This video is more about becoming somebody that you're proud of than it is about impressing women. And although we're going to go into some bits of dating and how you should frame, because I understand a lot of you want to date women, or you want to have a girlfriend, or you want to see women regularly, and that's a great part of life that you need to master in order to be a well-rounded man. But this really is about becoming the man that you admire, because when you admire yourself, when you are focused on your purpose, purpose is power, when you've found that purpose and when you're driven towards it, becoming the man that women chase is the byproduct. And that's because when you don't want something, you get it. And this is the same for all things in life. If you don't need something, if you don't desire it, if you are not chasing after it, it comes to you. Except this is quite difficult to do for most men when they start out with women, because women are a very easy way to feel validation. You sleep with a hot girl, and all of a sudden you feel good about yourself. Or a hot girl loves you, and you get this little feeling inside, and you start going, oh my God, I'm special. Somebody actually likes me. That's not how you should feel. How you should feel is that way about yourself all the time. You shouldn't need a woman to make you feel that way. You should know that you're the man. You should look in the mirror in the morning and love yourself. You should look in the mirror in the morning and say, yeah, you did your fucking best today. You're the fucking man. When you become that guy, the attraction of everything you desire, whether it be women, finances, friendships, all of those things, once you cease to need them, then they become yours. So how do we do that? That is the question. Now this is, as I mentioned in my last video, this is another unteachable lesson. A lot of this stuff I will tell you, and you will not be able to do. You just won't be able to control your mind yet. And that's okay, because it's okay to fuck up. Just learn. The only reason I learned how to do any of this was because once upon a time I couldn't do any of it. And it was through fucking up, it was through making all of the mistakes in the book that I managed to learn these lessons. So don't worry if you fuck up. Don't worry if you're behind. Just listen and implement what I say. Let's start with looks. Looks and attraction. It's probably pretty fair to say you would sleep with a woman if she had an amazing body, even if her face was not that great. That's probably something most men would agree with. This also works the other way around. This works for women as well. Women will sleep with men with a great physique because it shows that he has discipline. It shows that he can probably protect her. It shows that his DNA is valuable deep down in the wiring of her mind. So if you would smash the girl that's not that hot in the face because she has a good body, it's pretty fair to say women will also do the same thing. And that's why lean is law. Lean is law is exactly what it says. Being a big puffy bloat lord or the big fucking buff bodybuilder guy, but not lean, isn't really going to help you. But being lean with a little bit of mass is going to help you massively. Why? Because being lean makes your face more attractive. It makes you look healthier. Even if your arms are smaller, they look bigger. So how do you get lean? Very, very simple. I'm going to do a full video on my training coming up, but very simple for now. Start doing your 10,000 steps a day and eat less. Just eat fucking less. Eat under 2,000 calories a day. Hit gym 4 times a week. It's really as simple as that. If you're really fat right now and you don't want to be fat anymore, don't eat for a month. Don't eat for 2 months. And people will hear that and think, what the fuck? That's fucking crazy. You won't die. The fat is stored fuel for your body, okay? And it's because you ate too much without using the fuel. So now you've got all this fuel saved around you, you don't need to put any more fuel in. The longest a man has lived is over 1 year without eating. He was like 200 something kg. Now he's like 85 kg. You can look that up. That's a fucking study. Max, bring it up on the screen. But if you're super fat, if you're not lean, literally the simplest thing you can do is don't put any food in your mouth. Drink coffee, drink water, drink juices, take your supplements, maybe a few eggs here and there if you want the protein, but you don't need to eat until that weight shreds off. Number 2, bills get paid. You don't need to be rich to attract women. You don't need to be rich for a woman to chase you. Actually, the talking about money can be quite vulgar and quite disgusting to women. It can really put them off. If you're all money-minded and all you talk about is business and money, women don't really like that. They prefer to live in this sort of fairy tale world where the bills get paid, but nobody ever knows how they got paid. And that's the guy you want to be. And this is good for most men because you probably, if you're working a job, You have the capacity to pay the bill. What matters is how you pay the bill, your attitude to paying the bill, and the nonchalance in which you treat money when you're around women. This is the nonchalance you should treat money with anyway. It's simply a tool and you can acquire it. So when the bill comes out, don't check the bill, okay? I know it seems a little bit scary. Well, what if they added an extra canapé? What if they actually added an extra glass of champagne to my bill and I don't see it and I get overcharged? Tough luck. That's the price of being a G. When the bill comes out, doesn't matter if it's in the shop, doesn't matter if it's in the cinema, doesn't matter if it's at dinner. You just tap and you don't look. Bills get paid. No one knows who pays them. No one knows how they get paid. This will do more for your aura, more for your charisma than saying to a girl you have lots of money. You should appear to have enough money for her to have what she wants. You guys have fun together, bills get paid, it's all cool. Like, you don't talk about money, you don't worry about money. It's one of the sexiest things you can do. It's like, bills just get paid. Especially if you make a lot of money, bills get paid. Simple, easy. Don't ever complain about how expensive the bill is in front of a girl. Don't complain about money. Obviously be smart with your money. Talk with your boys about money. Talk with your boys about your plans to get rich. With women, it's like money doesn't really exist. We just live in this world of fun together where we can do whatever we want. Number 2, since we're going on dates already, if you want a woman to chase you, do not future pace on messaging and do not future pace on a date. And what this means is when you say like, oh, in the future we could insert trip, insert children, insert marriage, blah, blah, blah. All this bullshit, it's also called love bombing. You say to a woman like, oh my God, yeah, thinking about that, like one day I'm gonna take you back to see my family and like soon in the future we could go and do this and on our next date we could do this. This shit's gotta stop, bro. How's she gonna chase something that's coming after her? How's she gonna chase you if you're running towards her with both hands out saying, come here and be my fucking girlfriend? She's not gonna be able to. So you've gotta drop the future pacing. When you're on dates, you talk about the here and now, talk about the vibe, talk about what's going on between you two. Have some casual chat, some banter, ask her about herself, ask her about her dreams and vision. Do not put her in your future via words when you are dating. At any point, let her chase you, let her future pace. Let her tell you what she wants to do together and say, maybe, maybe, maybe. Now, one thing I don't want you to get this confused with is don't be a fucking dick. All right? You can be uninterested and nonchalant without being a dick. If I'm on a date with a girl or I'm seeing a girl, I'm like the best guy when I'm with them. I'm super fun. I'll listen to her, what she says. I'll ask her about herself, be super interested, and I'm super non-judgmental. If a girl says things that you don't like when you're in the first stages of dating, you've got to realize that you're in a very small position to change her worldview at that point. If she's already a girl that you probably wouldn't vibe with, don't waste your time trying to argue with her or change her view or judge her for what she's done. Just chill with her. Just chill with her, don't judge her at all, and she will open up to you. This is very good because it allows you to see the quality of the woman. And then if you're not into that, or she's not the kind of woman you want, you can walk away. The problem most guys have is this: if a girl starts saying something they don't like, or they start judging a girl, she either closes down and she doesn't give you any info about what she used to do or who she is, and you can't do due diligence, you can't actually check who you're getting into a relationship with, or she'll just think you're a dick, in which case it doesn't work well for anyone. In dating, there's kind of 2 categories. There's the girls that you would have fun with and have a few dates with and see but not take serious, and there's the girls you take serious. The way you get to the point where you know if you're going to take them serious or not is by not judging them, so they can tell you who they are. Next one, passion maxing. Your life should be an amalgamation of passions. A few of mine is like lifting, boxing, building Lego, guitar, motorbikes, trucks, adventuring, exploring, making videos, making films. I have so many little different things, intricate little things that I'm super passionate about. And I love to talk about these things. Like, these are the things I like to talk about. I don't talk about my problems or really who I am on a date. I'll talk about my passions or something I can really get excited about. Like, I love movies, so I can talk about movies at length. When women feel this passion in you, they kind of, I think they see it as vigor, right? They see it as this man that's like, he's not 100% interested in her. He's got other things going on. Like the girl wasn't the be all and end all of your day that day. You had other things, you've got other passions. So passion maxing is important. You've got to have some things that you like, some things that you're passionate about, and feel free to talk about them. All right, now we're getting serious. They always call. You don't. Once they smell your desperation, they'll never want you anyway.
If they don't call, then they don't call. But once they smell your desperation, they won't respect you, and you'll never get what you want anyway.
So after a first date, or when you first meet a girl, a lot of guys will instantly rush to that message. Hey, how are you? I had a great time today. Let's do the second date. Again, how is she ever going to chase you when you're running after her? Not possible. So in this situation, what this means is if a girl is not interested enough to follow up on you after a date or message you at some point, she was never really that interested anyway. Because trust me, when you see burning desire in a woman, real burning desire, she really likes you, she won't be able to stay away. There's a couple other reasons why this works. Most beautiful women have never been on a date with a man that was so comfortable and secure in himself and what he does that she didn't become the center of his world. And in order for women to chase you, they can never, ever be the center of your world. The center of your world has to be your purpose. Purpose is power. The center of your world remains your purpose, which means after this date, you go straight back to work. After that first date, you go straight back to doing what you're doing, going gym, posting on your stories, all that stuff. And you leave it, and you leave it, and you leave it. And you never message her again. This is going to sound crazy to you guys. You're going to be like, and girls will go on here as well, but never fucking ask a fish how to fish. Ask the fisherman, okay? A lot of you are going to go crazy about this. When you leave the date, no matter how well it went, do not message. Do not message her. It can be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Eventually, she's going to pop up on a story if she cares. Eventually, she's going to message and say, oh, hey, what happened? Because what's going on in her mind right now? Every single guy she's ever met, every guy she's went on a date with before, has said to her, oh my God, you're amazing, let me take you out, let me wine you and dine you. She goes on a date with this guy, he's kind of super cool, but doesn't seem that interested. He's paid the bill without looking. He's not like future pacing with me like every other guy does. And now he hasn't messaged me for 4 days. What did I do wrong? Before she was thinking, does she like you? Now she's wondering, do you like her? And this is the frame that you want to set relationships up as, because frame is king. You've got to keep frame, you've got to keep your worldview. You've got to keep the way that you look at the world, the way that you operate. Doesn't change for anyone. The schedule changes for no one. When you date women, they come and do things you were already going to do or things that you enjoy. You keep the frame. She comes into your world, you don't go into hers. And that's how you do that. So you wait for that message. And now a lot of guys are going to go, but what if she doesn't message? Once they smell your desperation, they'll never want you anyway. They always call. And if they don't call, they didn't want you enough anyway. So you were flogging, as we say in the UK, you were flogging a dead horse. Doesn't matter how much you flog a dead horse, it's not going to do anything because it's dead. The cardinal sin. The cardinal sin of women chasing you. You see this nonchalance with women and you think it means don't talk to women, or you think it means don't be nice to women, or you think it means never message a woman. Obviously, if you never ever message a woman, you're not going to get the first date in the first place. You just got to be chill about it. But this works afterwards, after that first date, after you made a good impression. The cardinal sin is that most guys go, oh, if I don't want to focus on women, I want to attract them to me, then I need to not care about women at all. What you need to do is care about your purpose more than anything. You need to have a purpose in the gym. You need to have a purpose in your financial life, even if it's just saving some money at work or working on a side hustle, scaling your business to the next level. All of those things come first. But when you see a beautiful woman, you go and talk to her. You give her your number. Maybe you have a dating profile that has your Instagram linked. You're putting some pictures out on Instagram that are aesthetic. Because another thing is marketing. How the fuck is a girl ever going to chase you if she doesn't know you exist? So you have to, the cardinal sin is staying in your room. The cardinal sin is locking in so hard and going monk mode that you never see a woman and she never sees you. In which case it's near on impossible for her to ever chase you. You have to be in vicinity. You have to be down that local run club. You have to meet a couple of girls, but be the chill guy. Be the guy that's not falling all fucking over her because you got your own shit together. So the cardinal sin is just say, oh, I don't care about women. Like, I'm not focusing on women right now. That's cap. Stop the cap. Like, you can focus on business. You can do all these things. You can have a purpose and still have women around you, orbiting. And that you do that by obviously being in the gym, talking to the girl you think is cute, but talk to her in a friendly way. Like, don't rush things so much. It doesn't have to be banged on the first date or anything. Like, be a little more nonchalant. You just separate yourself from the crowd. Get control of your urges. But you have to still be marketing. You still have to be on IG. You still got to be saying hello to the girls you think are cute. You still got to be handing out that number. You can have your dating profile. The way that I think guys should use dating profiles is if you have your Instagram optimized, have your dating profile going, but don't really use it, and just put your Instagram at some point in your dating profile bio. Because then the girls that really like you, and trust me, this does happen once you're optimized with your IG and the pictures that you put on dating apps. Maybe I'll do another video on that. But once you're optimized on that stuff, the girls that really like you will DM you on Instagram. And those are the ones you want to spend time with because you're a busy guy. You're a busy guy, you're working on your purpose, you're doing your thing. You're not going to spend time chasing girls. You're too busy for that. And you also don't need that. So you're going to let girls chase you by not going for them, by them finding that bio and messaging you first. Do not judge. We already went over that. Don't judge girls. This is how you become sort of just seen really well in a woman's eyes. It's like, he never judged me. Like, no matter whether you're sitting with the biggest hoe, OF girl, or whether you're sitting with the sweetest girl, don't judge them. There's no point. You're not their dad. Like, don't judge them, but also don't let them walk all over you. It's like, if you're sitting there and she gives you a million red flags, she's a big OF girl, and you know this is an absolute nightmare to date. Don't tell her you love her and fucking fall in love with her and all this shit and keep dating her. Take the red flags, but just be like, chill about it. Don't judge her. Just say, no, it's all good, man. Like, that's cool. Like, maybe we can party together sometimes. I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, but maybe we could have some fun. That's a way cooler way to be. And you know what this does? It just means you don't go through the world pissing people off and making them feel bad for who they are and what they're doing, which gets you loved. But don't let them trick you, okay? Don't be the nice guy. This isn't being the nice guy. This is you being fully aware of everything they're saying, knowing what's good and bad for you, but not judging them for it, just withdrawing if you know it's not right for you. It's a little nuance there. And finally, to finish this video up, girls fall in love with the way you make them feel. That's how this all comes together. So you can be the nonchalant guy. You can be a little bit colder on the text. You don't really text that much. But when you're with them, you've got to remember they fall in love with the way you make them feel. So if you be uninterested, ignore them, don't give them anything in the date, don't laugh with them, don't make them laugh. Like, if you're totally uninteresting as a person and you're kind of mean or cold, they're not going to like you at first. Girls don't initially fall in love with you. They fall in love with the way you make them feel. So if you make them feel whoever they are, if you make them feel special, if you listen to them, if you understand them, if you don't judge them, if you've got your frame, you hold your frame as a guy, and she's like, I don't really know too much about this guy. I want to get to know him, but he's not really giving me much. I can tell he's really nice, and I can tell he's kind and a gentleman, but I don't actually know if he's interested in me. That's where you want to be. That is exactly where you want to be. You do not want to be the sleazeball that's like trying to fucking finger her on a first date and all this shit. Just hold your horses on that. You be the gent, she will chase you. Once she's chasing you, the ball is in your court. You will have girls message you just to come around and fuck at some point in the future. Like, if you first date them, don't message them. Don't be surprised if the message is like 2 weeks later from that, it's her just trying to find a way to link up with you again, even if it just means coming over to your house at 3 a.m. So, do with that what you will. It's been an absolute pleasure, boys. I'll see you in the next one. Whoop-ow!